There are extraordinary models that proceed with their typical life despite the fact that there is no piece of the cerebrum. Tom Stafford clarifies how this is conceivable. What amount of our mind do we truly require? News about individuals who are not part of their mind or have been harmed have as of late showed up in the media a few times. These cases show that we don't completely see how the mind functions and that we might be taking care of it erroneously. A couple of months back, there was news that a lady had no cerebellum zone behind her cerebrum. So this part was not harmed, there was none. As per a few assessments, half of our absolute synapses are in the cerebellum. Be that as it may, this 24-year elderly person carried on with an ordinary life. He finished his training, got hitched and had a kid after an ordinary pregnancy. Be that as it may, this circumstance couldn't be said to have no impact on the lady totally. For a mind-blowing duration, he acted reluctantly, awkward. In any case, what was astounding was that his mind was not part of it but rather could move. The cerebellum is such a fundamental piece of the mind that it first showed up in quite a while. In any event, when dinosaurs were alive, sharks had their minds created. No basic plan. This occasion shows the excruciating circumstance of science in the cerebrum. There are still a few contrasts on the capacity of some significant zones, for example, cerebellum. At the point when such cases emerge, our numbness about the cerebrum becomes exposed. Cerebrum checks in emergency clinics uncover that the mind structure can contrast from individual to individual. It might likewise be conceivable to see that these distinctions influence our conduct when watched intently. The instance of a lady without a mind shows that there is no straightforward plan of the cerebrum. Despite the fact that it is enticing to disentangle the mind by partitioning it into segments, for example, the district of vision, hunger, or the sentiment of affection, there are no such locales in the cerebrum. Since it's anything but an innovative gadget where just a single area is answerable for each capacity. Living with a lace in your mind. Another case is about a man who has been living in his cerebrum for some time with lace obstruction. This strip, which has been settled in the cerebrum for a long time, has prompted seizures like epilepsy emergencies, memory issues, and fascinating smell sensations. Actually, these are scarcely any symptoms that can be said regardless of a living nearness in the mind. On the off chance that the mind was a progressed innovative gadget, it would not be conceivable to keep working. One reason for the continuance of the cerebrum is that it is adaptable, its capacity to adjust to its condition. Another explanation might be identified with an idea created by Nobel Prize-winning nervous system specialist Gerald Edelman. Edelman understood that natural capacities are bolstered by numerous structures. For instance, a solitary physical component is the aftereffect of encoding numerous qualities. In this way, the vanishing of a solitary quality can't forestall the presence of that highlight. Edelman called the degeneration highlight of supporting a solitary capacity by a wide range of structures. One capacity, numerous districts. The equivalent goes for the mind. The individual elements of our cerebrum are not assembled in specific locales and are acknowledged with the help of numerous districts. In spite of the fact that their activity is comparable, it additionally incorporates minor contrasts. The glitch that happens on one side is repaid by different locales. This is the issue looked by subjective nervous system specialists who study the mind working while at the same time attempting to figure out what the various districts of the cerebrum are doing. On the off chance that you ascribe just one capacity to a locale, you will get off-base outcomes. The cerebellum is known as the locale that controls singular developments. Be that as it may, the segments called basal ganglia and engine cortex are additionally firmly identified with our body developments. At the point when they all add to something very similar, it would be an off-base way to deal with attempt to decide the specific working of every district. Memory is likewise a basic organic capacity that is constrained by many mind frameworks. At the point when you meet somebody you have seen previously, you might be recalling that he is a decent individual or something worth being thankful for they do, or you may imagine that you have nice sentiments. These are all memory shapes that advise you that you can believe that individual in various manners. Edelman sees that degeneration include as an unavoidable result of common determination. This reality clarifies why abnormal circumstances identified with the cerebrum don't bring about catastrophe. Furthermore, why researchers experience difficulty understanding the elements of the cerebrum.